This video will be looking at Chapter 11, and we will specifically be focusing on systems of equations. We're going to look at solving systems of two linear equations with two variables. So first off, this is something that is pretty familiar by now, and we've been using this to solve other problems. So this is a linear equation, and so to be able to solve this, of course, we'd want to go ahead and do the opposite of so we can get that 3x by itself. So we're going to add 4 to both sides, and we're going to end up with needing to divide the coefficient 3 off. What we do to one side we have to do to the other, and we end up with x equals 5. And we know that this is true because we can check it, and we can see that if we plug 5 into here, we go 3 times 5 for that x minus 4 equals 11, and so that's 15 minus 4, and sure enough, that works, and so that's a linear equation. So let's look at this on how to solve a system of equations. And so a system of equations, we're going to have a couple variables, and in this case, because it's a system of equation, they're going to have a common solution. So go ahead and look at this. So this system of equations is going to have two different linear equations, and so we're going to write these down here. We're going to have 2x plus y equals 11, and we are going to have 4y minus x equals 8. We're going to go ahead and solve this first for x equals 4. So in this case, we'll just go ahead and anywhere we have x, we'll just go ahead and put 4. And then we'll solve that. So that's 8 plus y equals 11. Get rid of the 8, get rid of the 8, and y will equal 3. And over here, to substitute 4, we'll say 4 times, oh, excuse me, that's 4y. Go ahead and make sure there we go. So we'll keep the 4y minus 4 equals 8. And so then we'll want to get this 4y by itself. Equals 12. Divide, and y equals 3. And so we have y equals 3, y equals 3. And so those equations are equal to each other. Now let's check y. And to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to take and let's see if this would be the easiest way. Let's bring that down to here. And we'll go ahead that. And it said to solve for y equals 3. So we'll do that down here. And we'll go ahead and put y equals 3. And so just go ahead and solve these out. 2x plus y equals 11. And you can go ahead and do this, stop the video and do this yourself if you want to, just to double check that that you know how to do this, and that you prove to yourself that, yep, this is what works. So I'm going to substitute y in here. I'm going to say 2x plus 3 equals 11 minus 3. And so we'll say 2x equals 8, divide by 2, divide by 2, and x will equal 4. Let's come on over here. I'm going to give myself a little bit more room. So 4 times 3, substituting in that 3 for y, minus x equals 8, and so 12 minus x equals 8. Sorry, I've got a little of a cold, so I don't want to sneeze on everybody. Let's see, and we'll subtract 12 here, we'll subtract 12 here. We've got negative x equals negative 4. Oh, so now what do I do? Okay, remember we can divide by 1, we can divide by 1, and we end up with x equals 4. So x equals 4 here, x equals 4 here, and we are good to go. So that's system of equations. The next video will go into a little bit more on how to substitute and where they're not always equal. Okay, that's the end of this video.